My name is Rhapsody, and just before we get into the run for today, I believe I'm doing a daily, let's have a look at the patch notes. The beta has recently been patched with the following: a bunch of bug fixes, end of turn cards are no longer quote-unquote played, so they won't trigger things like 1000 cuts or after image. Grammar improvement for sensory stone, potential fix for the calling bell and Pandora's box. So that was fixed actually a while ago, fixed for the calling box library, Panda's box exploit. But this is a fix for the edge case issues. So anyone who's saying things along the lines of just press M and you can skip the calling bell curses, no, not anymore. It's being fixed. It's being fixed a while ago. I never ended up doing it. I'm fine with that, to be honest, entirely. I'm pretty cool with that. Now, these are the ones that are important, the gameplay changes. All-Star Daily Mod. So that was previously you get 2 colorless cards in your deck. It now gives you 5 instead of 2, so it's a much more significant impact on your deck. I like that change. The Diverse Daily Mod has been reworked. So I don't know if it's Diverse used to be you get 2 cards from another class. I don't know if this is in replacing that. I don't know if you still get 2 at the very start, but now you can see cards from other characters throughout your run. And that is cool as hell. I think that's really, really baller. The Specimen rarity also, the Specimen being the boss relic prior that whenever a enemy dies with poison on it, it will reassign that poison to another enemy, has been moved from the boss tier to the rare tier. And that is a reasonable change in my mind, because unless you have a build that is exclusively dealing its damage through poison, Specimen kind of junk. It's kind of not that good. And also, this will give you more opportunities to pick it up so that you can actually combine it with your poison deck. So that's really, really cool. I like all of those. All right, let's get into it. Daily climb. It's the silent final. Whoa. What's that? Draft modifier. Draft a custom starting deck of cards. And lethality, you start combat with 3 strength, and normal enemies drop relics and starter cards. I've never played a draft before. Okay, well, let's think about it, right? Normal enemies drop relics instead of cards, so we can get cards from elites still, which means that we're going to want to hunt elites. Also, we have 3 extra strength, so multiple hits are particularly good. So skewer. Sure, we'll take a skewer. Okay, so it's a select kind of thing. All right, fair enough. Well, if skewer's going to be using all of my energy, then I may as well use 0 cost things alongside it. So we'll take a slice there. This applies your damage twice, and it's some AoE control, so we'll take a dagger spray. Here, I'll probably take a cloak and dagger so that I can, because it looks like I'm building my deck from basics. Like I don't have any defense in it yet. And I'm going to need a little defense because I'm not going to kill everything in the first turn. So lethality is going to require that I get a little defense. But also, this comes with a shiv, and that's a 0 cost attack. Super handy. So we'll go with the cloak and dagger here. If I could take none of these, I would, but since I can't, I'll take a flying knee as a value pick. We'll take a sucker punch because that's going to help us offset the extra strength that our enemies have, as well as benefit from it. I think actually I might take a piercing whale as one of our defensive cards here. Yeah. I'm not super keen on picking up a footwork, but I would pick up more cloaks and daggers, so maybe? Yeah, because none of those are amazing. Terror, that's actually quite good for us because it's going to apply vulnerability, so it's going to give us 150% damage. So it's going to be really, really handy in killing things for us. We'll take a dodge and roll here as just like a value defensive card. Another slice for the same reason we took the first one, and a backstab. And another dagger spray. Get more AoE. And you know what? I'll take another piercing whale. Yeah, because I'm going to need those as defensive cards. I don't really want Predator. When you have strength, you want to play a lot of small attacks. So Predator is not going to be that good for us. I think I'll take a second Sucker Punch, another application of Weak. This is a really interesting thing. I like this a lot. I think I missed all of the earlier ones that had this. Okay, so there's 3 question marks, another question mark. So 4 question marks, a rest and a shop versus 2 rests, 3 rests, 3 question marks and a shop. Okay, so 3 question marks, 3 rests and a shop. Seems way better for us. Alright, we're going to be doing that a lot. Ooh, Runic Dodecahedron if your HP is full gain energy at the start of each turn. That's going to be amazing for us if we can keep our energy up. Our HP up, rather. And it should not be too difficult for us to keep our HP up. Hell yeah! Kunai! Whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex. So now footwork is entirely useless in my deck. Because what it was supplying is now being supplied so much easier by other things. Matroshka, next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics, excludes boss chests. I actually don't know if I want to make this upgrade right now because I like the extra energy I'm getting from Runic Dodecahedron. No, but there's going to be a lot of things that are offered for losing HP on this floor. Yeah, I should upgrade 2 cards. Piercing Wail and Dagger Spray, not bad upgrades. We're not going to take a curse here though. So again, I probably should smith. We should smith the Terror here so that we can always cast it. Whenever we draw it, we know it's castable. Yeah, that's pretty good. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. We're actually quite likely to rest so that we can get our HP back for the Runic Dodecahedron. So that's a nice way to get some cards in our deck. I think I need to take a second Cloak and Dagger, courtesy of the fact that it benefits from the extra decks that we're getting from the Kunai. It also, I say this every single time, it also triggers Kunai by giving you a Shiv, and a Shiv being a low-cost attack that you can use for one of your 3 attacks. So it's super beneficial, but also we really don't have much defense in this deck, and if we have a long fight, we're really going to be sad about it. In fact, as a result of that, 2 of our next upgrades should go onto the Cloak and Daggers so that we can get both of those Kunais, those Kunai charges more active. Anchor, start each combat with 10 block. That's actually ridiculous for us. And Snecko Skull, whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional. Probably not going to be doing that, to be honest. I don't want a Bane, so I'll try not to match that. Yeah, good. I would have accidentally matched that Bane. And Neutralize? I would love a Neutralize, so I'll take that. Do I want to Burst in this deck? See, the thing is, the only thing it works for is my Cloak and Dagger. How likely is it that I draw it with the Cloak and Dagger? Not that likely. All right, I'm going to purposely fail that one as well. Thanks for the options, though. Okay. Well, as long as I kill the big guy in the front, I don't take damage this turn. Courtesy of the Anchor. Quite happy about that. Calipers. At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. That's unlikely to trigger for us for some reason. I just feel it might not be that likely. Get another upgrade on a Cloak and Dagger. Alright. I probably should have Flying Need first there. Yeah, almost certainly. I wonder if I have a better chance of perfecting this by not fighting yet. No, my defensive cards are coming up, so yeah, we should fight this turn. So this is going to be a 4 and a 4. So playing the Cloak and Dagger, is that benefiting me significantly? Not really. The Skewer is actually like super weak for us right now, actually. That said, if I play the Cloak and Dagger, then I can get an extra dex out. That's good, because I shiv, and then skewer for nothing, but it still triggers the kunai. Oh, the enemy died too quickly. Whoops. Toolbox. At the start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand. We'll take none of those, though. Thank you very much. That's ridiculous. Lantern is ridiculous for us. Gain energy on the first turn of each combat is amazing. If I could take that and Flash of Steel, I would. But since I can't take Flash of Steel as well, instead I'll remove another card from my deck. And we've got to get that footwork out of there. We get our decks through a different way. Thank you very much. We do need to upgrade this skewer, and we're hoping to get extra energy as soon as possible. A secret technique is really good, because we can use that to dig for terror and just cast that first. So 3 plus 4, 7, 8, crumbs. Well, I mean, we're just going to be throwing all of our attacks into the enemy, so why not just do that, right? Make sure to use my Cloak and Daggers last, because I am actually going to benefit from the extra dex. Because of the calipers, so we kept 10 block there. Really shamefully, I am going to take damage in this fight, because I have, yeah, my dodge and roll and my piercing wail are in the next hand. That's super unfortunate for us. Oh, I'm really sad about that. Thought we were going to perfect this one. Alright. Get that. Make sure to piercing wail. And then they're doing 4, so we can have only 4 block, and we're fine. That's really annoying, because I'm going to perfect it otherwise. Crumbs. Alright, Regal Pillow, heal with additional 15 when you rest. Okay, again, that's going to be about getting our Runic Dodecahedron more active. So here's the thing, I can take Envenom, and Envenom will help my Snecko Skull. But the thing is, this deck has so little defense in it that if I don't kill quickly, I'm dead anyway. So am I really benefiting from inflicting poison on my enemies, which is damage over time? Probably not, right? Because that's 2 extra damage to every one of our attacks. So it's effectively, like, I've got to think of poison in this deck because I don't want to go for multiple turns. I've got to think of poison in this deck as strength, effectively, because I don't want to think about the effect it has the turn after, because the turn after is a turn I don't want to occur. I want to kill them up front. So this is effectively 2 extra strength. It's 1 extra damage from the Envenom itself, and another from Snecko, right? While on the surface it looks like these go in the same deck, I don't think they do. I think I just need to keep the aggression up. Yeah. If this deck was slower, like just a little bit slower, like if it had more blocks, like rather than just 1 dodge and roll, 2 cloaks, and 2 piercing wails. If it didn't have the extra strength from lethality, if it was missing either of those, if it didn't have terror, especially, if it was missing any of those 3 elements, I think I would take the Envenom here, but I'm not going to. We need Sozu. We need the extra energy. It's just really hard to contest that we don't. Okay. There's a 3 elite path. We'll go for it. Swift Strike's not bad. Skewer's 13. Dagger Sprays is still going to be more. Beautiful. Orichalcum is a really good pickup for us. If you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. Move a card from my deck. Don't mind if I do. Here I'll probably remove my second... I don't want to remove my second piercing well, though. Yeah, but I do, though. Alright. Dramatic entrance and dagger spray puts everyone on the ground. Amazing. Well, let's immediately do that. And then... polish everyone off. Gremlin Horn is ridiculous for us because we have the ability to burst down one target, and this will give us a little bit more charge to burst down another afterwards. We really want to kill this turn because not only is that 30 damage coming in, but also it's going to be really lame. So multi-hits happen last. Save for Cloak and Dagger, which also needs to be near the very end. Yep, that's not fun. Take 3 damage there. That's going to deactivate the runic for the rest of all time. Bag of Preparation, though, at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. So between the Bag of Preparation, the Ring of the Snake, and the Toolbox, our opening hand is going to be 10 cards large. Jax would have been a great pickup there. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford it. Apotheosis. I think we use it. Kind of want to apply the weakness for 2 turns here. Alright. And Dagger Spray flying me Cloak and Dagger for the kill. Juzu Bracelet. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Heel Hook. We don't really... Yeah. We do weaken a little bit with the Sucker Punches. Maybe Heel Hook's actually really good. Yeah, it's probably really good. If it wasn't upgraded, I don't know if I would take it. But I am going to be upgrading those Heel Hooks, those Sucker Punches as soon as possible. Beautiful. Centennial Puzzle. First time you lose HP in each combat. Draw 3 cards. Don't mind if I do. I'm not going to rest for 3 here. I'm going to upgrade both of these Sucker Punches as a way to mitigate damage. Bottled Flame and Unceasing Top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. And Bottled Flame... what do I want to put in my opening hand? Like, a lot of the time, Skewer in our opening hand is a insta-kill. Backstab's already in our opening hand. Actually, I think I put a Dagger Spray in my opening hand, just because it's super impactful in those AoE fights. Like this. Well, we've got a Dagger Spray twice. That just has to happen. Now, 1 down, 2 down, and 3. Easy. War Paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. None of those, though. Yep, upgrade that only skill in my deck. Dodge and roll. Thank you. Alright, well, Dagger Spray always happens. We'll Deep Breath to see if we get Dagger Spray back. We do not, though. Now we'll just try and spread our damage out kind of evenly. Because that's going to make it way easier on us next turn. Never mind, we're never going to make it to next turn. Bag of Marbles. This is what we've been looking for. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. Between the Bag of Marbles and the Bottled Flame and our lethality, our opening hand has deal 9 damage to all enemies twice. And since that has a 50% vulnerability courtesy of the Bag of Marbles, that's 27 damage to all enemies for 1 energy at the start turn of every single fight. I really want that happy flower. Any way that I can get extra energy in this deck is a great thing to do. Let's upgrade the other Sucker Punch. Okay. We should pretty easily just brutalize you here. Okay. So 19-3, it's not going to be enough. Can't believe I took damage against that one boss. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Art of War, if you... Alright, that's an empty relic for us. It says, if you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn, which is probably not going to happen. Let's be real. Upgrade that backstab as well, because the extra 4 damage it gets is not representative of all of the extra damage it gets, courtesy of the strength and the bag of marbles. Okay, now it's worth noting this guy has 2 artifacting still left on him, so I'm going to trip, then double Sucker Punch you in order to weaken you. Now I can heal hook. And this is also going to leave you vulnerable to a future Terror. Those are both trying to steal cards from my deck, which is perfect. It's actually exactly what I want them to be doing. We should throw vulnerability on someone else now. Skewer for nothing. Okay. Cool. Alright, both of you got reasonable cards that I might want back in my hand. And now I can free those from their prisons if I want to. So 18, 18. These are still going to be 7. They move up to 10. So 18, 18, 10, 10. That's not enough for lethal. And I'm... Oh no, by weakening one of them, I'm actually safe here. Ah, of course. There we go. Alright, we're going to perfect this fight. Skewer. Easily done. Blue Candle. Curse cards can now be played. Playing a curse will make you lose 1 HP and exhaust the card. That's actually really handy alongside the Centennial Puzzle as a little bit of, like, forced card draw in our deck. And After Image Bullet Time. We don't really have difficulty playing all of our cards at this point, so I think I take the After Image. Yeah, it's just going to be a nice way to get some defense in our deck. Well, this is the easiest decision of my life. We take the Black Star and we just hunt relics. Donu and Decker. Donu and Decker is probably one of the worst that I could be facing right now. Okay. There is a 3 elite path and we have to go down it. Okay. Beautiful. I'm kind of thinking of using that transmutation, but it's easier to just kill. Strawberry, raise your max HP by 7. Handy. We would take the block potion, but we can't. Sozu. We'll lose a slice. It's the least useful of all of these 3. Madness. I don't want to lose the HP is the thing, but if I get Madnesses, and if I can upgrade them, that's actually going to make our deck run so much smoother because we have the Unceasing Top, so we won't run out of things in hand. And if we don't run out of energy either, And by making other things 0 cost, we can just cycle through our deck a lot faster, play a lot more cards per turn. Upgrade a card. As a result, we will be upgrading both of these Madnesses as soon as possible. Probably card removal here. Yeah. Get the other... No, the slice is free right now, right? What's not free that I don't really want to play? Kind of nothing. I guess dodge and roll is the one that I want to play the least out of all of these. So, sure. This fight is going to be a test. We're going to see the power of madness in this fight, though. It's going to be handy. For really demonstrating its value. Terror, madness. So now we'll be able to really demonstrate the value of it, right? We're going to be killing you next turn anyway, so I don't really care about that piercing well going back into my deck. Sooner or later, we're going to draw some of the things that we made 0 cost, courtesy of our madnesses. Like that Sucker Punch. That Skewer was already 0 cost. Dagger Spray. There. Dagger Spray and Cloak and Dagger on the very bottom of the deck. The 0 cost ones that we created. Meat on the Bone, if your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP, as well as the Mercury Hourglass at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. One of those is significantly more useful than the other, and I'll let you decide which. Next upgrade is going to be on the After Image. We'll definitely fight for a Relic, sure. Shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. Beautiful. Peace Pipe, you can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Endless Agony has no negative effect on our deck. Choke is pretty good as well, but the problem is it is a debuff, so Donu and Deca are going to initially ignore it. It's a wee bit annoying. But also, it's good, but just playing a lot of cards and not having to draw back into Choke, which might stop our chain, is probably better for us. So we'll just take Endless Agony. It's just free damage for us. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Don't mind if I do. Purity. So we should Piercing Wail before we do either of these madnesses, because Piercing Wail exhausts itself, so it would only benefit once. Okay. Beautiful. I'll choose none. Thank you very much. And goodbye. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain, and the Whetstone. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Let's see if we can put any other attacks in our deck that we want. None of those. Yeah, just upgraded a Flying Knee and Endless Agony. Not bad, not bad. Not good, but not bad. Okay, a Glowing Tesseract. I don't really want to lose any more HP, to be honest. But I guess I'm going to rest before the boss anyway. And I have a Regal Pillow. Okay, so I can lose 10 HP here, and then I can rest up to full HP afterwards anyway. Sure. Another madness? Maybe. Good Instincts is your free block. It's free block. See, the thing is, we might end up with madnesses in hands that have nothing, which is going to be unfortunate. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to upgrade that madness. Reduce cards in your hand to cost 1 this turn. That's not a thing that matters to us. I'm actually going to take none here. All right. After image, piercing whale, thinking ahead. I mean, I can skewer for 39 by like 100 something right now. Yeah, I actually should. I was thinking of just letting myself chain off, but it's easier to just kill. Pair, raise your max HP by 10, and Ornamental Fan every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 blocks. Seems pretty good to me. I don't know. You know, none of those need to be upgraded. Let's rest. Let's get our maximum HP. We don't actually have that many shivs in our deck, so accuracy is probably not a great idea to pick up. Just murder him quickly. Vajra at the start of each combat, gain 1 strength. I wish I could take that strength potion as well, though. Is there anything I want to remove? Something that's like chunking up my draw. Not really. So if we hit 2 madnesses, right? We have a lot of 0 costs in the deck. We get to fly through this deck quite quickly, in fact. Okay. I will put the after image in my opening hand. Drink that strength potion. Okay. Now we do have Pen Nib active, so we do want our opening to be something like a dagger spray if we can do it. And we can. Deep breath to see if we get it back. We do not, though. I'm going to Piercing Whale here to remove the artifacting, and then Dark Shackles the front line, now making me safe. Can I cast 10 attacks this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I can get not too far off. I do want to weaken that frontliner, so I'm actually going to divert this Sucker Punch. Let's throw the Explosive Potions. Crumbs, I forgot that I'm actually going to start cycling through my deck. Please don't just draw both of my Manuses. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba. That's a lot of damage we can do to the frontliner, but I kind of want to do it to the backliner. Yeah. Okay. Those days are going to stop our chains, which is going to be really annoying. In fact, it already has done so. Unfortunately, Donu's going to get another buff off here. And really have an opportunity to stop that one. Looks like we've got a kill, though. Bye forever. If only we'd perfected that first boss, we would have had, like, a really high score. 1,172. So we would have had 100 more. Because perfect becomes beyond perfect if you perfect 3 bosses at the end of floors. So it's not you get 150 and then another line that says beyond perfect. This just says beyond perfect and you get 200. Like, it's pretty good, but could be better. Oh my god. I wish there was a separate leaderboard that was like, did this on the first time. I've seen HP Star's name around. Where have I seen that? Alright, I'm actually just going to go to where I am. 400! Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't difficult to do a lot of really cool stuff here. But still, like, come on, my dude. I took so little damage. What we really wanted, or would have wanted, is those kind of 100-point bonuses you can get out of nowhere, like Highlander. I had 2 Sucker Punches and 2 Madnesses and 2 copies of Cloak and Dagger. I think if I cut those back, I might have actually been able to get the Highlander bonus, which I don't know if it's 50 or 100, but I would have been able to perk up my score quite significantly using that. Obviously, Beyond Perfect would have been lovely as well. Whenever I see a score that's like super, super, super high, there is a part of me that goes, all right, how many times did you play it before you submitted that score? Like, oh boy. Oh well, I shouldn't really care about the leaderboards for that reason. For the moment though, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Draft is actually, I think, my favorite daily mod that I've seen ever. So I like that. I would like if that was actually like a straight up game mode, but you know what? I'll deal with it being a daily at the moment. For the moment, I already said all of that, didn't I? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.